All right, for today's video review, we're going to be taking a look at Transformers G1 Battletrap. Yeah, this is a really fun little figure, or figures, depending on how you want to describe it. If you're unfamiliar with Battletrap, basically he was part of the Duocons, which was, part of the 1987 part of the toy line, where it was just sort of like a little one-off gimmick. There was only two of them. There was Battletrap and Flywheels. And basically, their whole gimmick is you've got two different vehicle modes here, and to get to the robot mode, you actually have to combine these together. So they're like sort of a combiner, except the individuals don't have their own robot modes. So it's pretty much just one guy, two vehicle modes. Not really a combiner, not really a triple changer, just somewhere in between. But yeah, I've had kind of a fun journey getting this set all complete, or mostly complete. I had a little eBay box that was given to me for Christmas that had like an assortment of little sort of like broken and incomplete old Transformers, and in that box was the truck section of Battletrap here. And then eventually I decided to go fish around on eBay and then find the helicopter section, and then order a Toy Hacks sticker sheet, because neither the eBay item nor the one in the box for Christmas had any stickers on them at all. So ordered some a new sticker sheet from Toy Hacks to kind of make them look all spiffy and new. And the only parts that are missing is he's got a rub symbol on the front here of the truck, so you can see his Decepticon. The helicopter is also supposed to have one in this little section right here. Didn't come with that. Whatever. And it's also supposed to come with a double barrel gun that pegs onto the bottom of the helicopter mode and then pegs onto the shoulder in robot mode. That's okay. The weapons in G1 kind of just like stuck off awkwardly to the robot mode anyway in some cases, so I don't really need it. I think that this is a complete enough package for my purposes. But yeah, they look really nice in their little vehicle modes here. I love the red and the yellow here on the truck. It really makes it pop. I mean, obviously, this is a new sticker sheet, so it's going to make it look a little bit better than than if I had actually, gotten one that retained its old stickers. But yeah, it looks pretty nice there. The helicopter mode, I will say, I do sort of wish that there were stickers or paint on the rest of the windshield here. That wasn't something that was present on the original toy, and so obviously didn't have that in the Toy Hacks sticker sheet either. But man, that would just really make it pop a lot more if you could actually like pick out the windows here. But as it is, it still looks pretty good. The truck can obviously roll around. He's a little squeaky, but it works pretty well. And then the helicopter here, you can spin the propeller, and it spins pretty nicely, which is cool. In terms of comparisons, for the standard one, here they are with Kingdom's Sideswipe, just so you can see what they look like with a modern deluxe. For G1 stuff, here they are with G1 Bumblebee. So, like the truck section, bigger than a mini bot, though still pretty little guys, all things considered, or little guy. And then for a larger G1 figure, here they are with the reissue of G1 Astro Train. So you can see, they're kind of small, but that's okay. And then for the real fun comparison, here they are with the Power of the Primes, Battle Slash, and Road Trap, because basically they reinvented Battletrap here a little bit and decided to, instead of, making him like a duocon, they made him into a little two-person combiner, because these guys each have their own individual robot modes as well as the vehicle modes, and then they can combine into the larger Battle Trap. So they just kind of split up the name there for the Road Trap, Battle Slash, Battle Trap. Makes sense. But it still is despite the fact that they have extra modes, it still is a pretty good update of the original figures. You can see what the trucks here look like together. A lot of similar detail there. I love the little the cable sculpted on the front here. Obviously, he's got a much flatter roof because he doesn't have to have an extra sort of robot chest kind of hanging out there. A lot of G1 toys tend to look, I think, a little bit better than a lot of modern counterparts in vehicle mode, just because they do a lot less for transformation. So there's less like panel lines and less superfluous parts and stuff like that, especially with these little guys that were kind of doing a whole extra third thing. Sometimes their vehicle modes are a little bit undesirable, but they still look pretty good overall. And then here we have the helicopters here, so you can see what I'm talking about. It just looks so much nicer having those that windshield actually picked out. What's kind of funny is they really nicely replicated the detail of the rotors here, but it is mirrored. I don't know if one of these has their rotor kind of misapplied upside down, but otherwise still cool that it's got all the nice little like similar detailing on there. Obviously this one has kind of a big hole in the front because of how it combines, so it's not quite as clean, but they did do the one nice thing of giving him a little back propeller here so the thing could actually lift off, whereas this is like, yeah, okay, it'll spin, but then it'll start spinning, right? Like, isn't that how helicopters work? I'm not like a helicopter expert, but don't they need something back here so that like the main body doesn't just eventually continue with the motion of the propeller? I don't know. It's fine. That's like a pretty familiar thing that they do with helicopter toys. But cool that the new one added it. New. I mean, this is a few years old by now. But anyway, to get onto transformation, obviously this is a very simple transformation. It's kind of like one of those auto transforming things. I don't know if the original mechanism used to be a little bit smoother, but for me, it takes a little bit of force. Basically, what's going to happen here is you take this peg back here, and this will plug into this section right here, and then simultaneously, these two side pegs here will peg into the hinges for these sections here and actually kind of force them to rotate out to the side like that, which unlocks the actual hinge up transformation for this part of the toy. So usually what I have to do, so you get it like that, and then I push it down until that happens, and then you can just let it go and he flips right up. If you do it before that, then what tends to happen is he just like, I can even get it to do it. Come on. He just tends to like flip up like that and not like unhinge this section, which you can easily undo yourself. But to get the actual, full on transformation, I usually wait till that unclips itself, and then there we go. And there we have Battletrap in his robot mode. And yeah, he's a really awkward robot, but that's okay because it's a G1 toy. He's got pretty much the entire bottom of the truck here as his feet, which looks really, really pretty awkward having his toes stick out like that. He's got hardly any arms. He's got arms kind of sculpted into the side here. His head, it was a good looking head sculpt. In terms of articulation, that's it. You can roll him. That's pretty much all you're getting. The head doesn't rotate. I mean, I guess you can... Here, look, he's got an ab crunch, but it doesn't work. You can still spin the propeller. But yeah, no, he's pretty much just a brick. It's just, one of those kind of one-off toys that is like just a transformation gimmick toy, so it doesn't really prioritize having any articulation or anything like that. Not that most of the G1 toys did. But yeah, I think overall he looks pretty good. And like I said, if I ever had the gun, it would peg into his shoulder here on either side, because obviously with his little sculpted in hands there, he can't actually hold it properly. But yeah, no, I think he looks pretty good. He's a fun, weird little figure, just like awkward, like awkward proportions, but a fun sort of gimmick. But yeah, for comparisons, here he is with Kingdom Sideswipe again, just for that standard deluxe comparison. Very small guy compared to a modern deluxes. Here he is with G1 Bumblebee and Astro Trains, just so you can see what he looks like with a couple other G1 toys. Here he is with Road Trap and Battle Slash, just so you can see what he looks like with the component parts there of the update. As you can see, it's pretty much the size of each of them. And then most importantly, here he is with the combined power of the Prime's Battletrap, just so you can see the him with his updated version there. And yeah, they look pretty good together. Obviously, carrying over a lot of details from the G1 toy here. Very nice to see those two head sculpts together. Nice blue face with the silver visor there. Looks nice having this more picked out detail here. I mean, whatever, I'm reviewing him, not him, but they look good together is the point. And yeah, another nice update where they actually, like pay proper homage to the original figure and make it feel like it captures the same spirit, even though they obviously have to change a lot around to give it more realistic proportions. But yeah, I mean, overall, this is a pretty fun G1 toy. It takes, a little bit of doing sometimes to unhook them together, and then you just fold it back up and then just peg in these sections like that to get them back in their vehicle mode. But it's a pretty fun sort of gimmicky kind of, nope, that's the wrong peg. Gimmicky kind of, I always think that like he's got this extra peg here, which really just serves to kind of like keep the cockpit from folding up more, but I always want to think that this is the one that you plug them in on, but it's not. It's back here. This is how you plug it in, so you get the 3 pegs going on. But come on, there we go. But yeah, pretty fun little gimmicky toy. Definitely one of the funner, more fun G1 toys in terms of like the auto transformation stuff. Kind of reminds me of like the what were they called? The top spin and twin twist. I can't remember what they're called, but yeah, not a whole lot else to them, honestly, because obviously there's no articulation or anything like that. Pretty much what you see is what you get. The whole gimmick is pretty much just the transformation thing, and it is fun and it works. But yeah, if you enjoy my videos, make sure to leave a like and consider subscribing. I do reviews every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And without further ado, here we have Transformers 1987 G1 Battletrap.